King K-pop here, K-pop review. I've been waiting to do this. I've been wanting to do a review on the song since it was announced. That's on Brave Brothers. You Got Some Nerve. The video was released today. It's a collaboration project of three rappers featuring FeelDog of Big Star, Junhyung of Beast, and Ellie from Exide. There's two versions. There's the 15 rated version where the swear words are bleeped, and then you have the 19 rated, which is 19 plus, which is the unrated version, which is where they swear and curse. Listen to the underrated version because the bleeps and stuff, it just doesn't flow. The song doesn't just flow as well or sound as good when with the bleeps in. So watch the 19 version. You know, you have a lot of K-pop songs that are, you know, hip-hop K-pop songs that got a lot of swag, or they're kind of like, you know, bad A. This is the first K-pop song I can say that the perfect term I would use would be ghetto. And I like that. I really like that. I like the song. You know, despite what people say about this kid, I mean, you know, how say his name is stupid or whatever, or he's trying to be like G-Dragon, whatever. I like FeelDog. I think FeelDog has a ton of potential. I think he's a good rapper, and he can improve and get better in the years to come. But I think I do think he, since from debuting with Big Star and kind of seeing him, you know, progress, I think he's kind of coming to his own a little bit more because he looks a little bit more comfortable. I do think he has some charismatic charisma. He has something there. Definitely I think FeelDog has some type of star appeal. I think it's there, and I do think he has a ton of potential. I like the kid, and I thought he was pretty badass. I mean, you open up the song and then we said, "Oh shit," and then he just starts rapping. I'm like, FeelDog's pretty cool. So I like that. Then you have Junhyung. Junhyung really surprised me the most in this video because when you look at him from Beast and then you look at him here, it's like, this isn't the same kid from Beast, is it? Definitely showing, you know, he can go there. He can go gangster and hip hop. His rapping, you know, was nice. He has a kind of a little bass to his voice, so it was like a nice, you know, mellow tone voice in his rapping, which was nice. I thought it was funny in his hat. He had the word weed, but it was spelled backwards. I like to see Korea, if they're going to censor that or complain about that, even though it's spelled backwards. I know what you're doing, Brave Brothers. Nice way to kind of, you know, get around the loophole there. And then last but not least, you have Ellie from Exide. Definitely been a long time since I've seen Ellie, or even our group Exide. Ellie, I think not even on the rapping, but just physically, she fits this hip hop thing. I mean, she looked great with the guys. She looked like she fitted in perfectly with them. The theme of this video, like a hand in the glove. I loved her high-pitched tone, fast rapping. I thought it was cute. Some people thought it was badass. I thought it was more cute to me. I don't know, maybe because she's a woman and, you know, I like girls and, yeah. But I just thought it was just more cute than anything. It was tough, but I found it more appealing and attraction. And she's very attractive in this video. And like I said, I like the song. I think the song is cool. Now onto the things I probably don't really like and that I wish we would have had. One, I do not like the sirens. I think the siren sound, ambulance sound, is gonna kill me. That is like Brave Brothers' trademark. He really needs to get rid of the siren, you know, ambulance sound, because that thing's annoying. It doesn't play throughout the entire duration of the song. It plays like, from like count on the top of my head. It's like you may hear it like twice for like 5 or 7 seconds, but still, just to hear it for that short length of time, it's still annoying because it's something that's heavily overused in a lot of hip hop music here in America and Korea too. So I hate the siren sound. I think it's so overkill. Another thing I wish that we had in the video, I wish we were seeing more interaction between all three of the rappers, besides just the little interaction or physical interaction we got to see during like the last 10 or 15 seconds during Ellie's rapping part. I do wish we would see more interaction with the rappers in the video. So that's probably my only complaint about the video and song. And then the last thing I just complain about real quick. You know, a lot of people always say this song is sounds too much like G-Dragon's One of a Kind mixed with Chris Brown's Look at Me Now. It does sound like that. I picked that up immediately when I first heard the teaser. But what really annoys me is that they're like FeelDog and Junhyung. They sound too much like G-Dragon. They're trying to be like G-Dragon. They're dressed like G-Dragon. And it's just getting on my nerves. I think, I'm a big fan of G-Dragon, but I'm a big fan of him, back when when he was in Big Bang. Big Bang's still an active group, but I'm just saying all to say, I like G-Dragon. I think the guy is really talented. Definitely he's going to be a legend. He's a legend in the making. Definitely a trendsetter. But I think the G-Dragon comparison is so overkill, so overused, and I'm so sick and tired of it. I mean, I think some people, they just pick apart certain groups, music and stuff purposely. They don't even give a song or the artist or rapper a chance. They're just ready just to nitpick and just take it apart immediately because they sound or they think it's too similar to something of G-Dragon. G-Dragon's a pioneer, he's a legend, and anybody that's a pioneer, they're trendsetters, and G-Dragon's definitely a trendsetter. So of course you're going to see some type of influence of the younger generation to come after him because he's set that road, he's made that pavement for them. Doesn't necessarily mean that these next generation of artists that come up are going to try to be just like him. You may see some similarities emulated, but that doesn't mean that they're trying to be just like G-Dragon or vice versa, because at the end of the day, they're their own unique person and being. So I just think the G-Dragon comparisons really need to stop. I mean, if you like the song for what it is, you like it. If you don't, you don't. But I think it's way overused and overrated with the comparisons to G-Dragon. But anyway, that's one little rant there. At the end of the day, I do think the song is good. I do think this is a song that's not for everybody. If you're someone that's not really heavy in the hip-hop, because this is more like legit hip-hop than, say, K-pop hip-hop. This is like legit hip-hop, kind of something you would say you hear here in America. And, they do swear. So for those two things, it might not be for everybody. This is kind of one of those Brave Brothers songs that's kind of like that's geared towards a certain audience, towards the hip-hop enthusiasts, or towards the people that are like hardcore Brave Brother fans and that love everything that Brave Brothers puts out. So this isn't for the mainstream audience, more of like the underground audience. I would recommend the song too. But let me know what you guys think of Brave Brothers, the collaboration between the three rappers, and the song itself. You got some nerve. I want to hear your thoughts in the box below. Subscribe. Peace.